وسهلا بكم من جديد مع برنامجكم الأسبوعي برنامج رؤيتي. كما عودناكم كل أسبوع نستضيف لكم خيرة من دولة الإمارات قصة نجاح أتتنا إلى الإمارات منذ عام 2017. Mr. Thaaraa, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, thank you.
We are so lucky to be here with you in your company in Dubai. Our team sent you welcome in our program.
Thank you so much, it's my honor.
And we would like to know about yourself. Who's Thaaraa when he came to this country at the first time and what he's doing at this time?
I graduated from Concordia University in Chicago in 2017 precisely, and right after my graduation I came to Dubai, and I chose by myself to come to Dubai.
So we are here in Dubai in البرزة. So in this company, can we name the name of the company and the activity of this company?
We name ourselves Signature Chess Club. So we teach young kids how to play chess and how to build their passion into their career.
So let's talk about Thaaraa, the one who was in India, then he continued to London, from London then he shipped to USA, right?
Right, yeah.
So tell me about education, what you guys do.
So it's something very important that every individual should know. Knowledge appears everywhere, so you need to be well educated before you start any company or start any business. So I felt it was a good learning experience that I had in US and in the UK.
Mr. Thaaraa, after we finish our education, so we choose to come to Dubai.
Right.
Why?
I felt this is a land of opportunity, and I personally believed it. And if you observe what's happening around the world, you naturally get to see the right things. And I felt UAE is one of the countries where you can strongly believe in yourself and develop your career, and it's a robust economy basically. So I love Dubai, so I just felt like coming over and seeing stuff, so I did it.
To invest in Dubai between multicultural country, we are talking about more than 200 different nationalities here, so it was a challenge or you find it easy?
To be honest, I would say for many people it might be challenging, but how I felt is it was a challenge, of course, and I love challenges personally. My life is full of challenges, so basically I love it, so that's why I chose Dubai. Like you said, many nationalities, many challenges, so I love that, and it was easy for me to do it.
Chess, it's hard to be smart, it's train you, it's hard to teach the small kids to play.
Right, if you're passionate on something, I think it's not the question of hard or easy. For myself, what I felt is, again, it's an opportunity to learn from the kids. So that's something very different. You don't often get to learn from young kids, so we miss that. So I think I took that as an opportunity, how kids behave, what they think about. So that's why I chose this as my first business.
And why you choose this kind of teaching or this game? You played when you was young, you have your passion.
True, yeah. I started playing chess when I was 9 years old, and it's my passion. So I wanted to do something to the chess industry, and it's the people who love chess. So we want to build a community of chess players who are very passionate on the game and build their career in chess. So to me, I was into a different industry. I was working in a different company, but then this again brought me. I believe in the destiny. So passion is something I never give up. So I always wanted to do that.
So Mr. Thaaraa, India, London, America, so you have any award or you won any challenge?
I was an outstanding student in the United States when I was doing my Master of Business Administration program. So I was awarded to be the best student of the year and leader for a few organizations there. So that was a part of it.
To be leading or the leader, he have to manage everything. So I'm talking about 4 mainly employees we have it in our company. how did you choose them and how did you make this relation stronger?
So we were particular about the age of the employees because they have to adapt to their work environment when they deal with young kids. So it's more important that they gel with them and they don't look scary, or whenever they come out of, every person have difficulties, so they don't want to show all that to the young kids. So we wanted someone who is very energetic and happy always. So that was the only criteria we were looking at, apart from the technical aspects.
When I'm talking about this field or this activity, you find many challenges they have it, or you was only this company?
When we started it, we were like a pioneer of this industry, and we had the government club and a few top companies who were there in part of government. And apart from that, we are the first private club, I would say, who has a variety of experience in the industry to have this in the industry.
And you give certificate for the kids that you teach them?
Yes, we do.
And from when is the certificate get approved?
So we have a UAHS Federation with a strong approval, and they support us for this. So any programs that we do, any classes that we do, it's all approved by UAHS Federation.
So we start the business 2017, 2020, we was working Expo, but Corona do many change. What you was during Corona?
At the start of this COVID season, 2020, March I believe, it was a little alarming to see how things were shaping up. The environment was not safe and all that. But I always believed in the place where we are. If you see, we have a live proof. We are the first country in the world to, fight against it and come up. Everything is open. So I can see, like I told you earlier, it's all about challenges. So how challenging it is going to be, and that's it. So we have already made it. That's what I would say.
Online, and we have online students, or all of them they have to come here?
We do have online classes. The last 3-4 months, what we were doing is that we built a new interface for ourselves, and where the students from different parts of the countries, anywhere in the world, they can choose to have online classes, and it's more user-friendly for the young kids.
So if I will ask about your students, the teacher always is proud of his student, right?
True.
So did they get any awards, they get any champions, they get any certificates? Tell me about this.
Right. Mostly when you talk about chess as a sport, and you see that in two ways. One is that what it's going to do to your life, and another one is a competitive world. When it comes to a competitive zone, we have a proven track record of all the students participating in FID events, like the governing body of chess. So they win trophies, and they are the best in the field. So we have a proven record of our students achieving great heights, and even we have students going and playing world championship tournaments in the young age. So that's something that we are very proud of, and the students, obviously, that's the main reason why we are here.
If I want to talk about the schools, so I have to ask you if you contact with the schools here in UAE to maybe suggesting your name, or what the way that the people know you here now.
So people know us by our name and the quality. So we do work with schools, quality schools, top British schools, and Gen School, of course. So we are with the top UAE schools, already working into them.
And you go there for your student, or
yes,
the teacher goes there?
We have our trainers going to the premises of schools and then doing ECA programs. And apart from that, we also have online classes for all the school students. We have trainers to take care of those things.
And the private classes, you can go to the student home, or you have to come here if you want face-to-face?
Currently, we aren't doing that because of the seasons and all that. But of course, on request, we do that as well.
And if I will talk about the quality that I'm talking about and the prices, if I want to compare it, what the equal is? High quality with good prices, what would you give?
So the price of the program, it depends on the age of the student and level of the student. So, and it's very competitive. We are not charging a huge amount of price for it. It's reasonable.
And what's the difference between you and your challenger in the market?
So we mainly focus on students who see need in their vision, and we build the passion in them. So this is something that we are very proud of. So we don't just randomly teach them ABC stuff. So we go deep into the subject and make them understand why they are here, what they do, and all that.
Before the interview, I asked you about if I ask any one of your students about the relationship, they will be happy. So tell me how you built this relation with this student.
So it just naturally happened. No specific reason like they will love us. It's just that we interact with them in their language. So I think it's more important for a teacher to carry certain skills, and when our students come to our club, they feel the pride and happiness. Okay, we are here to learn and we are here to improve our career. So that's something every student is being well taught right before we start the program. So it's not like you're here, we are going to test you and those stuff. Rather, it's totally different. They will have a fun part of the career starting grow along with this.
We accept anyone if he want to be one of your students, but he's not a UAE, he just wants to be online. Yeah?
We can, but our prime target is students in UAE. We belong to this community. But of course, we do have online classes, so it depends on the time and depends on what level they are in, so various things.
So when I talk about businessman and husband at the same time, how you can manage this time?
Okay, so I'm not in a very rigid environment, so it's flexible. The work is very flexible, so it's very easy, to be honest.
Very easy, but if I will talk about the future now, what you will plan?
So in terms of our business, we have started to working with schools, and the development is happening. We can see that, and we plan to do bigger tournaments, inviting a few top grandmasters and having the big tournaments. I think those are things that we are working on. Apart from that, UAE, natural environment with a very robust economy. So I think there are a lot of opportunities for us to still grow in this business, and we are also planning on new venture taking over.
Sheikh Mohammed al-Rashid al-Maktoum, the leader of Dubai, His Highness mentioned in his book that it's hard to be number one, but the hardest to stay in the same level. We are here because you are one of the best companies with this business. So how you can be always in the top and never go any step back in the business?
So just be doing what you're doing and be innovative, accept the changes and be challenging. So accept what it's going to happen and keep moving forward. Never give up. I think that's something that you need to build up yourself. Every entrepreneur should have that. So, yeah.
If we are passing our life after God, so there is many people around us who support us. You mentioned your dad and his friend. What's the story of this?
Well, when I wanted to start my first business, and I can only think of my dad and my uncle, Martin. So only two people who supported this business. And at the start, it was really a great help, and I would say that at that point of time, somebody who believe in yourself and keep you motivated, I can see them both actually.
So they didn't trust the business more than trusting you, so they was trusting Thaaraa.
So I would say yes.
Even if they don't know about this.
They don't know about anything, to be honest, what I wanted to do or anything. I would say it's the trust they had on myself. That's how I feel it. But of course, they see a positive sign. That is a second step. So naturally, if elsewhere any other person is going to ask them, I wouldn't think they would have gone ahead and say, okay, you have to do it. But for me, they did it. So yeah.
After the family, there is a wife behind every businessman. There is a wife or a woman, right?
True.
What we have to say for this woman?
Thank you. I think she's more caring and lovable, and I'm so gifted to have her. So our life is going well, and we're happy about it.
We are waiting for Expo 2020 now.
Right.
It was 2020 now. We are waiting for Expo Dubai.
True.
Expo Dubai, more than 25 million persons, they will come to this country within 6 months.
Right.
Is it give you any opportunity to make more
Definitely, definitely. It's not only about the students. What I feel is when more people are attracted to Dubai, I think we are all growing as a stronger economy. Already we are, but we are still growing as a stronger economy, and I think that's very something to be very proud of and be more happy, and again be motivated.
So when I talk about the challenge and I talk about the students, so what's your sign or signature in this country?
Right. To specifically answer your question, recently we had a unique opportunity of being selected as one of the top 10 clubs in the UAE to be a part of World School Championship tournaments. So from every country there has been 10 clubs selected. So for example, from China there will be 10 clubs, and from Russia there's going to be 10 clubs, and India there's going to be 10 clubs. So from UAE we have 10 clubs, and we are one of the 10 clubs got selected from there. So we are a part of, we feel that we are part of government already, and they support us so well, and that's something, a very good sign that we see.
When you get at this?
So we had the opportunity last year, and the tournament is going to happen during the Expo, Dubai Expo, and we have 10 students gonna play for this tournament already.
And you have to be with them when they're going there, or they're going by themselves?
So we will have a team manager accompanying the students, and so for every team there is a team manager. So from our club there will be an official going.
When I talk about this company or this school, which opened for 3 years only, and the grandson of Sheikh Khalifa, he was one of our guests, right?
Right, yeah.
So what we have to say for these leaders and this government to keep us safe?
So when I wanted to start my new business, I directly came from US to Dubai. One of the main reasons I already told you, the economy itself and the land of positivity. So my wish and well-being was not being disappointed so far. So I would like to thank all the leaders, especially His Highness Sheikh Khalifa, who's been a pioneer of our business and backed up at the start of our career. So it's a great thing for us.
And from our side also, we say thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And welcome again in our program.
Thank you very much. It's our pleasure, and thank you so much for your time, and I enjoyed the show. Thank you.